Everybody, it's Victor. It's time to Eat and Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. Hope you all had a great start to your Thursdays. Still taking a deep breath. Whenever we have a run like that, like we did yesterday, you know, it's just a good time to decompress and just try again. So we did not have another video cross 3,000 likes yet, but we do have a couple that are very close over the weekend that are trailing off, and I think that we're going to probably hit at least one of them by tomorrow. I'm keeping an eye on it, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And thank you for those of you who go out of your way to support the channel and clicking the like button every single day. Here's your picture of the day here, starting or at least continuing the meme of joining everyone for some relaxation in Isaac. Title of the thread, this was almost over 3 weeks ago, actually. Sent here by Butterscotch OK 1371. Title of the thread was Cherry on the Cake. And then they said, finish final session of D&D campaign, now washing down some sin with a mug of chai, icing on the cake, that is the day. I mean, I do like the fact that I think that I couldn't tell if that cup was actually like Isaac themed or not. It kind of looks like it, but I don't think it is. But I do love these kind of like just sitting back, relaxing, and watching some Eat and Run videos. These are quickly becoming one of my favorite running series here on the subreddit. And definitely go check it out. /r/Invicta. That was a really long intro. Today is going to be Yankee Bravo 9 Tango, Tango Quebec Delta 9. We're starting off with a good amount of tiers, but again, really bad damage. Excuse me, not enough movement speed. We do have the D12, thanks to the rune bag, which I just now realized. Yeah, I mean, we could make something. It's a glass D12, so we have to use it in here. That was granted to us by the rune bag, like I said. By the way, whenever you hear the term glass something, like glass D6 or glass D100 or something like that, that means that it is a temporary one. That stems from the designation that was given to those type of items, like the temporary dice that happened in Anti-Birth. Okay. Pride, you're gonna have to settle down a little bit here. I need you to chill out. Now, if he does give us the Anarchist Cookbook, which he didn't, we could have re-rolled with the D-Sizzle. But now we could, if we really wanted to play it super, and I mean super aggressive, we could use Magic Skin in there to create an item pedestal and then re-roll it. But that is a very dangerous scenario, especially with us having Curse the Unknown. We don't know what our HP is. And yeah, hopefully we don't get another crawl run. That's all I can say. But again, you know, like, it's insane to me how common they've started to become here recently anyway. I am, of course, going to take Undefined just because I don't like having Magic Skin. Undefined at least will give us a chance to go into the Ayamera room to maybe give us an extra room, or an extra item pedestal, I should say. We do have a D1 in here, a glass D1, so we can drop the rune bag and make a new trinket. That'd be cool. Or some money or hearts or something. That'd be nice. Oh, we can get a chest. I'll take it. Sign me up. Yes, sir. Look at that. Wow. Great play there by the dice bag. Big time plays. No. With the D7, which is not really my cup of tea here. I am going to use a bomb to kill these Isaacs here. I didn't mean to pick up the soul heart, but truth be told, we don't know how much HP we have. The only thing that we do know is that we are not on 1/2 HP. I'm going to leave the charge key there and probably forget it. Let's just be honest. But I'm going to leave it there and see if we can get into the Ayamera room. If we don't get taken to the Ayamera room, we can get that charge key and have another shot at doing so. I was doing vocals for the new song today, so the voice is a little bit iffy. Scratchiness, lots of heavy metal coming your way. I'm tempted to use the D12 in here just to maybe get a barrel. In fact, I'm going to do that. And we got a fire, but that's about it. They make a lot of poop, though. There's one thing about Isaac that everyone loves. It's definitely poop. Apparently, according to Zombolus, anyway. You want to kind of keep the ads under wraps here. As you saw, these Citrites or whatever the heck they're called, they could still do the super jump. That's very annoying and dangerous. So you got to keep them under control. As much as tempting as it is to go after Ragman just nonstop, if you don't keep the ads under control, it's just going to get a lot harder for you. done with this. Oh, the trike got in the way, but this last bomb I'm using for this. I'm using for the shop. We do get a damage upgrade, so we're already in a better spot than we were all of yesterday. I'm still going to go into the shop. Now, what we could do is we could also use Undefined to get out of the curse room for half price. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because I know that we didn't take any damage against Ragman. We have that extra soul heart. And I'm just going to do this. Then this. I could have maybe swung the remote detonator for the 5 bombs for 15 cents, which is pretty good, but this is more of an interesting play for me here. Okay, so it's a devil card. A death card. I mean, we can leave with a devil card, it's fine. And we did get taken the Imera room, so we lose that charge key, but we might be able to gain some good stuff here, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a High Priestess card that at least gets us into an easy boss transition for the next floor. And maybe we get taken to the secret room. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, now we get the charge key and we get to do it all over again. So good. Good. Big time plays from Undefined there. That was excellent. Now we can actually go back and buy the remote detonator, but we don't need the bombs anymore, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go into the super secret room here and Soul Heart maybe? Or I could clone a card. No, let's just take the heart. Okay. It gave us an Eternal Heart anyway. Sometimes it will randomize the type of heart, but that's fine. That is a huge first floor. What a absolute treat this is after yesterday's run, getting something like that. Massive first floor. Big time plays. Okay, so yeah, we did not have a whole lot of HP to give, so it was lucky that we ended up getting that Eternal Heart there. But going on to last week's question of the episode, is this the best synergy of all time? Talking about, of course, the Tear Detonator, Hamulacria, and Tech Zero, along with Cricket's Body too. I mean, that had, and Parasite, that had a big. Did we get Parasite in that run? I actually don't remember now, but I know that we got the other 3. Huge run, obviously massive run. It's a combination that not a lot of people have seen. Some people have never seen the Tear Detonator even be used like that before, so that was cool to be able to showcase that. A very, very solid run overall. And the question of the episode came in from, I'm going to say, Arkenray. I hope I'm saying that correctly. They say, question of the day, what's your fastest death? We've seen you survive and pull off all the hard runs. So the fastest death that I can remember, first off, I'll say the closest, the near death at the start that I can remember is when the game started me with the box on 1 HP, and immediately, instead of us getting a bomb, it gave me a Mega Troll Bomb. That could have killed me. That was the closest near miss experience that I've had. But as far as the actual fastest death is concerned, I believe it was me starting off with, and I don't know, I cannot remember this exactly, so forgive me if I'm missing the details. But it was an Eden run that I started on stream, and I had really terrible movement speed. And in the very, very, very first room, there was the wide-eyed Globins, and they started right next to the door, and that was it. And I got hit. I had no chance to even react, and that was all she wrote. So that's the fastest death that I can remember from any of the streams. I've had a couple of greed runs go south whenever, like basically in the first wave, I've had greed runs where you just get overwhelmed with really, really bad stats. But thankfully, we've not seen any of those on YouTube yet anyway. That's why I'm always nervous whenever it comes to greed runs, is because I remember how easy it is for the game just to yeet you. Pageant boy, hooray. At least we got a nickel, but we should go find the shop here. As irritating it is to get Pageant Boy and then a nothing burger of a devil deal, I can't let that overshadow my logic of, hey, we need to at least go into the shop here. Because with this amount of money, if the game's going to give us money, then we have to be able to use it. We have to convert that into some kind of value. And that's what I'm treating Pageant Boy as. You know, we have to get something for it. We can't just get coins and then turn those coins into nothing. So, because remember, that took a boss drop. Now, for the Devil Deal part, there's nothing we can do about that. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a Devil Deal item out of an I Am Air room. Like, that does happen from time to time. It's not likely, but it's possible. We could also do the Sack Room Shuffle here, but you know, our HP retention is not phenomenal. I'm tempted to go Eraser, but I know that every single time I do that, I always regret it, so I'm not going to do that. I will take a half-price fanny pack. I'm down for that. I love fanny pack. Fanny pack is A-okay with me. I don't think we're going to be able to get another bomb to go and get all those chests. I was kind of secretly hoping we were going to get more bombs out of that sack, but it just didn't happen. Yeah, we need 2 bombs to get over there. Okay. We could maybe bomb that slot machine inside of the secret room. Maybe turn that into something. Of course, there's Fool's Gold there, but we only have 1 bomb. This would have to turn into 2 bombs in order for this to work. You at least get 5 cents out of it, I hope. We got a key and some money, but not the best scenario. Certainly not as good as the first floor, but hey, we're moving the line. You know, the flag is moving bit by bit. That's all we can hope for sometimes. So we don't want to go in there. We could go into the curse room. Excuse me a second. These purple and pink champions, man, they're all the random stuff that they kind of fire out are annoying. There we go. We could go in the curse room and wait for Undefined. I'm not going to come back here for that long, so Fanny Pack. It looks like Fanny Pack did give us a bomb. I mean, realistically, we could have played the Sack Room Shuffle on the last floor with Fanny Pack and maybe gotten the bombs required to go into those chests, but to me, it's not worth the loss of HP there. Our damage and stats are not good enough to think that we are in a position of power where we can defend our HP safely anyway. Now, if we were stronger, then that'd be another thing, but we're just not that strong right now. It's good. Like, Pentagram and Wire Coat Hanger are great to start off with. It's just that, like, it's a good start. That's all it is. You can't overvalue what you have by too much because it makes you lose. It makes you lose focus and perspective on where you are truly at in a run. Don't kid yourself, is what I'm trying to say. You might have a good start, but make sure it's just you're making sure that you're thinking of it like a good start, and that's it. I know it seems a little too cerebral for a game like Isaac, and of course you don't have to take that approach. But for those of you who want to think a little bit clearer when it comes to strategy and stuff in Isaac, don't ever settle for something for a start and be like, all right, you know, this is good enough, you know. Don't overvalue the items that you have. Treat it as it is. That will keep you focused, that'll keep your eyes on the prize, etc., etc. Okay, so Undefined's good to go. We have a blank room in here, basically. There we go. That's the one I was aiming for. Super Secret Room might be up there, but I'm not willing to use one of our only 2 bombs to do that with. I'd be more tempted to delay a bomb in here just to be done with the Zubats, but can't move too frequently with these one-tooths. It will charge you at an angle that you are not able to outpace at this speed. There you go. Not really that big of a deal. The bomb to me is worth... Okay. That is ridiculous. Yeah, I guess Turdy Touch, but... Let's hope we get some kind of good item here to reroll with. Remember, we got to get some kind of value out of Pageant Boy. A little bit ticked that we have to even buy a Soul Heart right now after that ridiculous room. Oh, you just go and charge us for all the money for the rerolls. Okay. This might make a sack for us. It would be nice. We can guarantee a sack by me buying the bomb first and then using the glass D1. And it gave us 2 cents. Okay. Yeah, I could use Mom's Bracelet to throw the pots and stuff. Maybe get some extra money, but... Okay, we're done here. No. I would consider a glass D100 or even a glass D4 if it made sense, but a glass D8 does not. Yeah, it doesn't, right now at least, it does not make sense to use the D100. We don't have enough items to really roll through. And this build, like, we're not in terrible shape right now. It can only get worse in terms of our base stats right now. We do not want to rock the boat in that term. We can wait. We can be patient. And there's nothing saying that we have to re-roll, of course, but if we start getting more of the starter or not starter decks, but the the booster packs and the Pageant Boys of the world, then, then we may be talking about reroll area. This is reroll territory. We're not there yet. An angel deal. I mean, we have to go void here. We can't not go void. But the thing is that we don't want to void undefined. Voiding undefined would be a very, very bad idea. All right, void. You got to pick up the slack here. So you might be wondering, why would voiding undefined be a terrible idea? Well, it's because if you get taken to the Aimera room, you're not going to be able to use void until you're at the very end of a level. And what that means is that you may be potentially missing out on some golden opportunities to get stats where in a run where we're starting to need some stats. We're not quite at desperation, like this is like ultra bad yet levels, but we're exhibiting some symptoms. And I'm maintaining a safe distance from the fatty baddies. Trying to leverage our great shot speed. Oh. I do not want glass cannon. I will take Tech Zero. I'm not going to spend any more money on the claw machine. Tech Zero is probably the best we can hope for right now. And now we're looking for some kind of piercing shots. External D-Sizzle. Not the internal, or the eternal, it's the external. Last D6s really want to come out. That's always like the case. Like we always see a lot of the glass item pedestal rerolls whenever there's no item pedestal possibility. D8 we don't care about. Remember a time when the D8 was like one of my favorite items? It's like, yeah, you can just literally just pick your own stats. It's pretty crazy how attitudes change on items throughout the years, throughout the shifting meta. We cannot afford to take a movement speed down. So this is where Void comes in. What Void can do is it will take a passive item and turn it into stats. If it's an active item, then Void basically absorbs the active item, and you don't get any stats for it. And we got range and shot speed. Void's favorite things to give you when you don't need them. It does feel like the values are weighted differently when it comes to what Void grants you and what Void doesn't. It seems like it almost always goes for range, luck, and shot speed before ever even thinking about damage or anything like that, or tears rate especially. I saw you trying to deke me there, Breed. You wanted me to dodge to the dodge south so you could shoot like that at that angle. I saw that. Piercing shots would be nice, but it's not a reliable source of piercing shots, and the dice bag could still potentially play a big role here in this run. It hasn't yet, but it could. Part of me wants to use a bomb here against Gertie, but I know I shouldn't. Here we go. Yep. So that constitutes as another passive item that Sinvicta will not be taking. And I'm going to instead see if we can get some usable stats out of it instead of 4 things that I'm not going to use. I just have to find one more charge. Here it is. Now we do have a sack room shuffle play here. But again, I'm not feeling as confident. However, with 2 red hearts and having fanny pack, this is a possibility here. Okay, that's just what I was talking about. Dude, we got to do something a little bit not desperate yet, but we're getting close there. Got a dime, nice. Oh baby. Oh man. We could void all 3 of these, but you know, I gotta go Eucharist. As much as I want to take the mind, and as much as of off-brand it is for me not to take mapping, having void, like having guaranteed item pedestals to void is huge. We need to get out. We need to be careful here. You get a bomb from Fanny Pack. I'm not giving the game any chance to screw us here. So this is dangerous, but we're on the last step here. I just need to know if there's an extra heart. In fact, what I should have done, that was stupid. What I should have done is I should have looked for another red heart before picking up that soul heart. There's a half heart there. We could still void. Range of movement speed, at least. We could still void the key piece. Well, we can't anymore, but at least we won't be down to a half heart. Now, of course, if this pays out with 7 soul hearts, then our troubles are no longer here. Just checking to see if there's any more hearts. 'Cause I'd much rather be at 2 hearts than 1. I am going to see what's behind. Oh wow, two paths, and we do get tech 0.5. Wow. You gotta be careful because that does actually count as an explosion, so that will kill you. We end up getting tech 0.5. I was just thinking about how cool it would be to have tech 0.5 to go along with tech 0. We do get the 7 soul hearts, so that's nice. That's good. Good. So this floor ended up not being a nothing burger of a floor, and it was thanks to the sack room shuffle that we were able to make these big time plays. But also, got to give credit where credit's due. If we didn't have the fanny pack, which stemmed from me buying stuff thanks to Pageant Boy, we would not have been able to play that to its conclusion. So shout out to fanny pack. The Curse of Lost. That's something that I was also... that was another factor in me not taking the mind. Because the mind can easily get countered by the game just being a jerk. Whereas Eucharist, we at least guarantee can get some more stats, you know? So Sinvicta luck plays heavily into my decisions to sometimes taking and sometimes not taking things. And this was a prime example of me being right. I know my own luck, trust me. I've lived with it all my life. Now, this is a great D12-able room here. Well, potentially anyway. I mean, it gave us 1 penny, so can't ask for much more than that, I suppose. But this piercing shot now with tech 0.5 is great. However, it does not extend the use of tech 0 in any way, shape, or form. Tech 0, in other words, tech 0 doesn't bind itself to shots from tech 0.5. So there's not going to be, I don't know if the super secret room's there or not. It doesn't try to chain itself to a tech 0.5. We get the D sizzle in here, which is interesting because we can roll through shop items and maybe get Black Candle. Car battery does not do anything with void, at least nothing good anyway. I think I'm gonna just risk it. Let's just go for it. Glowing Hourglass is okay, but does the Glowing Hourglass synergize with Void, though? Like, does it actually give you the ability to... Does it give you the ability to rewind stuff, or is it just like the Hourglass effect? This is interesting. I'm going to try this out. But see, here's the funny part is that if it does work, then that means that we'll never ever get to actually take the Hourglass because it's going to rewind the point of us taking the Hourglass in the first place. Not. Okay. I guess we'll find out. Now, I see a problem with this immediately, and I'm immediately regretting doing that because what now happens is we are in a scenario where if it does indeed rewind stuff, that means that we can no longer use Void. Because it's just going to restart like the boss room or something. Tears upgrade here. Much needed tears upgrade, by the way. I don't know what room this is, but I don't like it. Yep. Oh wow, I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Hesitation. I'm shocked that we didn't get rung up there. But again, we're in this sort of situation now where we've got the tools to make a decent run, but we're lacking damage. At least in this run, we have a tier effect that's actually useful. Versus have a tier effect in general. Yeah, so that's it for Void then. And the best part about all that is that it also takes the full charge away. Void, so okay, well, now we know. The Void is dead now. Hey, I test this stuff out so you guys and gals don't have to. And I probably have tested that out in the past, but obviously it's been so long as I've forgotten. Bandage. And, I mean, I guess we'll take Angelic Prism. An old bandage is fine if we end up finding a sack room, but kind of like, you know, predicated on us actually being able to see the map. Okay. So Void is dead. We need to find a different spacebar item. I would consider using the D100 at this point because of just how many kind of useless passive items we have. Like, we don't have any need for a majority of the items that we've got, right? Fanny pack is great, but I could leave it, or I could take it or leave it. We've got 2 HP upgrades. Old bandage is great, but again, I could take it or leave it. Pageant Boy doesn't do anything for us now. Angelic Prism is kind of whatever. It might be more useful as a reroll target, like for like something like a better angelic item. And same thing goes for Eucharist. The Eucharist is great, but it's not necessarily what I would is like. We need this or we die type thing, you know. I think I'm gonna get one more angel item from Depths 2, and then we'll probably end up, unless if it's massive, we will probably start re-rolling. Guess I could take the Soul of Eve from Mom. Always make sure you let the monstros and bosses, make sure you let them all die, because if you walk out of the room before it's too late, before the animation plays, the game will literally make you do the room again. It will not count as a room clear. So just a little pro tip for everyone out there. But I think we are in. We're definitely like not in struggle bus territory. I don't know. This is a very weird situation. I mean, we did take a lot of time, and we did get a lot of Curse of Loss, which does sort of extend the run length. But it doesn't feel like we're really like thriving here. You know, we're not in trouble or anything. It's just that we're not. This run is kind of like just not anywhere. And that seems to be the common theme for this month anyway. June has not been a good month of runs, as a lot of people will tell you. It's been a very odd off month here for us. I don't know, like June's always been kind of a bummer for me too, outside of Papa Victor's birthday. Just because like usually like I mean my birthday's in May, so like May's got everything, like, you know, birthdays, subathons, I get presents and, you know, go out to dinners and spend time with family and stuff. And then June comes around, I'm like, oh, you know, like it's always kind of a bummer month. So maybe Isaac is matching that energy. I don't know. Because this year was amazing. Best birthday I've ever had. Twitch Mosh Pit and everyone who came over from the YouTube Mosh Pit really made it something that I will never forget. Going through the gauntlet of the subathon, spending entire days with people on Twitch was a very, very, very fun time. We're gonna go Polaroid here. I just don't trust the damage. Definitely want to go for Holy Mantida. And I mean, yeah, we did get 8-inch nails, but not enough for me. First thing I know, man, the curses are just, they're flying. Okay, so now it comes the point to where we have to start really considering, are we going to re-roll? Holy Mantle, S tier item all the way. Fantastic. Does it help us with our stats? No. It's probably the second best defensive item in the game outside of Wafer. Unless if you're playing the Lost or Tainted Lost, then becomes the best item in the game for you. Defensive item anyway. Is it something we need right now? No. I would say that it's not. So right now I'm kind of skewing towards we re-roll if I get the chance, but I also don't like we're really only one big tier effect or tiers up away or damage up away from knocking this out of the park. I mean, if we end up getting Death's Touch or something like that, that'd be amazing. Of course, that would be a snowball's chance in hell because we're going Angel Deals here, which is another reason why having Angel Deals locked in like this is a very big risk. I ignore the D4 there, but I'm going to see one more time what we get from this run. Because having the Holy Mantle is very, very good. There's not... In other words, what I'm trying to get is that, do we have a good reason to re-roll? Not really. But I can see more reasons to re-roll than to not re-roll. Also doesn't help that I feel like this entire week we've just been going, it's been Sinvicta full clears left and right, front and center. So we know we can get down to Polar Invincibility, and that's how we know that we're going to be at low life. Go for a good Devil Deal item here. I'll do one more. Done. We are done. Last D6 here, which can't really use. Well, we can use it, but it's not going to do anything. Go check out the... Just kind of have to. Okay. So in those scenarios, I think it's practical for us to use Void and the Glowing Hourglass. In actuality, you know what I probably should have done? I should have used it when we went into the first room. I wasn't really thinking about that because of the comment that I made where like Void is dead. So in my mind now, in my subconscious, I'm like, okay, we just don't have a space for item. So obviously this is a huge room for a D12. So the glass D12 here could go very hard. Oh, did get a unicorn poop, so we can go back into that first room. I like that. I like that idea. It's a good idea. We're at full HP too. I can't pick up that. I cannot pick up that soul heart. Good. Loki's Horns I'm okay with, especially with us having Tech 0. It's a very powerful combination. Seagram's gonna be here guaranteed. There's some interesting tier patterns, I gotta say. Okay, now as far as the super secret room, I think it's here, but it's very difficult to tell in this room. It could be on the opposite end as well. It can't be south, but it could be middle of the screen is about right here. No, game. I didn't want to use the D7. Imagine if that had been a D100. And another HP upgrade. And we do get a damage upgrade here from Blood of the Martyr, so I'll take that, but man. So many opportunities here missed with an HP upgrade. We've had 1, 2, 3... Feels like more than that. 1, 2, 3 HPs. I mean, we also had Lard, but we didn't take that, obviously. Those are 3 boss rooms that we could have used some stats on. Okay. Spider Bite, I don't mind here. Wow, once again, we get it. It's hilarious how we have 0.04... We have 0.04 luck, and we can get payouts and claw machines just one tap. But with us having 0.79 luck, or what we had yesterday, we went through an entire, not even partial, but an entire clip of 99 cents on a fortune telling machine and got bupkis. Now that's some Isaac logic right there. Actually, surprised it's not there. Yeah, I think we'll probably just stick out with this run. At this point, there's no reason to, there's no reason to really rock the boat here. I'm hoping that we get. I mean, if we're gonna go just a full-on Red Heart build, then you need to get the body or something. How mad I would have been if that thing pushed the bomb away from the door. Now, what's nice about the Holy Mantle is that at least we are cleared to go into any and all curse rooms for free. D1 Hizzle. Got another sack room here, so sack room shuffle is definitely possible. All right, glass D Twanky. Glass D1, so we can replicate either the rune bag or not the rune bag, the dice bag or the card. I'm gonna go for the card. The D1 will copy one thing on the ground, and we get Ultra Seeker Room. Okay. I mean, hey, red candle is better than a void that we can't really use. I'll take it. Okay, so now do we go do the Sack Room Shuffle or not? I think with the amount of HP we have, we should definitely do it. Go head on down to the boss and see what we can get from there. Hopefully get a good angel deal. Game. I'm begging you. I can no longer take any more of these Rayquaza maps. What is this planet that we are on right now in this map? Are you still alive? I really, really, really hope that they do something about the automatic switching of the cards and passive stuff, because like if I want to switch to the temporary thing, let me manually do it. Don't automatically do it, and then take the place of a card that I'm trying to use. Because what if that dice was a D100 that I used? You know, that could totally screw us. Okay, one final angel deal here, and yep, that's angel deals for you. That's definitely Rayquaza though. Alrighty. Alright. There's the east side of the map, everybody. Let's go check the south side here. So at least with the Pascal Candle, we're going to have a little bit of extra DPS. And thankfully, thanks to us having Holy Mantle, it's going to be a lot easier to protect our tiers up. All right, here we go. Here's the southeast of the map, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Now let's go to the Rio side of the map. Let's go check out that west side, shall we? Should open up that golden chest. There's no reason not to. Here's our tiers up, the one that I just got done talking about how easy it was that we could at least protect the sanctity of the Pascal Candle buff. Again, just speaking stuff into existence. My specialty. Keep those bombs game. Seeing the good work that Loki's Horns is doing right now, thanks to Tech Zero. It's a combination of those two. This hallway just keeps on going, doesn't it, folks? Super Secret Room. Yep. Get a Soul Heart. We'll take it. D1 again. We can copy the trinket. At this point, we might as well. Golden Poop. Just really only using the red candle here just for a little bit of shot defense. We're not really using it in an offensive capacity here. Now, if you're curious as to wondering how come we still have the Holy Mantle despite us taking damage, or at least getting hit in this room, is because we have the Holy Mantle but also have the blanket. To my knowledge, it's the only stackable Holy Mantle effect that exists in the game. Now it's gone. That was the Holy Mantle. Isaac, you literally have no HP, dude. Don't try to do this comeback stuff on us. Tech 1, Tech X, of course. Take all that, and yeah. I don't know how Pyle managed to get there so quickly. So because we have Tech 1 and Tech X, it gives us the Tech Brimstone effect. And just think of how much better this would be if we actually had damage. I mean, our damage isn't terrible, but it's also not great. What was that? She didn't even touch this wall game, and she did a curve like that? It was almost as if we had, like, Strange Attractor or something. I have never seen Gertie Jr. move like that. That was a ridiculous schmoove right there. Yeah, this is, I mean, this... by all intents and purposes, is definitely another Crawl episode, but it wasn't Crawl because it was like necessarily a bad stats run, but it's a Crawl because of all the exploration and stuff that we did. But you know, I say MVP here definitely goes to the Sacrum Shuffle. I'd like to give Eucharist the MVP, I guess, but it's not really. I wish that Angel Rooms were better. I wish that there was more of an offensive incentive to go for Angel Deals, but you know, it's like Zombolis and I were talking about. It's just the fact of the matter is that one's made more for offense, one's made for more survivability. But that's how Angel Deals are always just going to kind of be for Isaac. See the magical homing Gertie Jr. again. Yep, there we go. Pretty amazing there, game. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this really long episode again, man. Hopefully this is the last one of the week, but with the way that this month has been going so far for us, who knows? Who really knows? So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Remember to keep asking those questions of the episode, and I'll make sure that I read the most upvoted ones. If you don't see a question with an upvote, that means that someone may not have asked the right question. So definitely start posting them. Remember, it helps out and supports the channel through engagement as well. And yeah, and you might have your question read on next week's episode. So again, thank you everyone who supports these videos and also takes the time to leave comments. All that kind of good stuff. Say nice things in the comment section. And also join our Discord. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to patrons of mine like Carlos Ibanez, Marcus, and Nathan Trumbo. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.